basically we are going to do the strategies of sustainable development. Okay. Before that, we have to understand that there are two different types of different sources of energy. Okay, one is conventional source and one is non-conventional source. So what are conventional source? Sources of energy which are normally used since long period of time, they are conventional source. And new source of energy which have not been used due to lack of technology are non-conventional source. Example: thermal energy, hydro energy, solar energy, wind energy. What are the problem? Causes pollution, limited supply, and don't cause sustainable development. What are the advantages? Environment friendly, abundant supply leads to sustainable development. And what are the advantage of this conventional source? More use as a technology. More use. Why? Because technology is easily available. They are less used because technology is not available. So convention are basically which we are using from longer period of time, but non-conventional are basically the new one, the thermal, the solar, and all that. So you will first write different sources of energy: conventional, non-conventional, the difference. And after that, we will start with how we are going to control the sustainable, or what are the steps to be taken to do sustainable development.
Okay. Done. Done.
So now after this, we will be doing strategies for sustainable development. So quickly put it the heading strategies for sustainable development.
Done.
Okay. Now let's just do one by one. So first is this. Use of non-conventional source of energy. So you already know that conventional source of energy are causing a lot of pollution and they don't are even there is a limited supply, right? So what should you do? Basically, you should use non-conventional source of energy. So India is a huge dependent on thermal and hydropower plant to meet its power needs. Both of these had adverse environment impact. These thermal power plants emit large quantities of carbon dioxide, which is a greenhouse. Hydroelectric project inducted forest and into basin, right? So over here you have lot many drawbacks of conventional source of energy. Therefore, here you will add a line. Therefore, we should switch to non-conventional source of energy. Clear?
Only 1 point.
You will write this and then you will write one line at last. Therefore, we should switch to non-conventional source of energy. Clear?
Okay.
And then LPG or gas in the rural area. So see, and because of this, they have adverse implications like deforestation is there, wastage of cattle is there, air pollution is there. All this problem are there, right? So if you want to correct this, rectify this, so you should use LPG. Right, you should use gobar gas and all that because it will reduce the pollution. Plus, there will be less energy wastage. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Now coming to third one, which is CNG in the urban area. So now instead of using petrol, diesel and all that in Delhi, everyone is using compressed natural gas CNG as a fuel in public transport, has significantly lowered air pollution. This is air pollution and the area in the air has become cleaner in the last year. So now if you will use CNG, because of this in Delhi, most of the people are using CNG and that is helping in a large extent, right? And it is reducing the pollution to a level to a greater extent, and plus it is because of this air is becoming cleaner. Clear? We will write 3 points and one by one we'll do the others.
Okay. Down. Done.
Okay, now coming to next one, the fourth one, it's wind power. So in area where wind speed is very high, we usually establish windmill. Okay, and because of that wind, you are generating electricity, right? So wind is all natural; it does not impact, right, the environment. Plus the turbines which runs wind, they are generating electricity. See, of course, establishing the windmills is very high cost. It's very expensive. But once you establish it, then you can easily absorb the cost, right? Because they are going to give you so many benefits. So it's like one-time investment. So again, wind power is also a good idea if you want to go for the sustainable development. Then next is solar power through photovoltaic cells. So in India, naturally endowed with a large quantity of solar energy in the form of solar energy is formed from sunlight. So solar energy in India is coming from sunlight, right? We use in different way. Like we use sunlight to get our clothes grain dried, right? We ourselves when we feel cold, we sit in sun, right? So solar energy can be converted into electricity, right? These cells use special, these photo uvic cells are basically, they absorb the energy and then they convert into electricity, and this energy is extremely useful for remote area and for the places where supply of power through grid or power lines is either not possible or power is very costly. So over here in those area where electricity is not reachable, over there you can use solar panel. All the day they will be taking energy from sun, and at night, because in night only you need light most of the time, right? You can automatically, they will burn, right? So these are the other areas. Solar panels are also the other area to do sustainable development because they won't be harming the environment. They'll write fourth and fifth.
Down. Done.
Okay. Now coming to next one, which is this mini hydel plants. So mountainous region, they have lot many streams, right? Stream is basically the vapor, right? So the large percentage of such streams are perennial. They are all over, you can say, mountainous area. So many hydel plant use the energy of such streams to move small turbines, and the turbines generate electricity. So over there, many it's not possible like to generate electricity in mountainous region, right? So over there, what people are doing, they are establishing small terminals, small hydro plant, so that they can convert it into electricity. Clear? And because of this, what is happening? They reduce the requirement of large scale transmission towers and cables and avoid transmission loss. So you will quickly write this down.
Done.
Okay. Now coming to next one. Okay. So this will be the next one. Traditional knowledge and the practices. So in India, basically, you have lot many things as a traditional, right? Ayurveda and all that. But right now, what people are doing, people are not following all this, right? Instead, they are focusing more on the chemical processing and all that, right? The hair washes, the dryers, and everything. So because of this, see, if you are producing the chemical product and all that, of course, they are going to somewhere cause pollution. They are, causing the pollution. So what you should do, you should use your traditional knowledge and you should practice that. Okay, so that somewhere you are doing the sustainable development, you are not harming the environment. Okay, and then coming to next one, biocomposting. Ma'am, what is this biocomposting? See, over here in agriculture, most of the people are using the chemical fertilizers instead of using the natural biocomposers, right? So what India should do, India should basically, or the people should use the natural thing like the cow dungs and all that. Because what is happening, if you are using the fertilizer, it is not only harming the agriculture land, it is also harming the water pollute, because water, once the soil get eroded and everything, it will mix up with the water and again it will cause pollution. Plus the people who will be eating those plants and all that, like the animals, they also get issues. So therefore there should be the biocomposting, they should use a natural fertilizer instead of the chemical fertilizer. And next one is biopest. So biopest is basically, like, pest means to control the small insect which harm the crop. So the people nowadays are using the natural chemical things, right? So what people should do, people should go for biopest, natural pest, instead of using like the chemical one. Clear? Okay, so Halima, this is your homework because we have a self-study session after this. So I have to switch to that also. So you will take screenshot for 7, yeah, 7, 8, and 9, and then you can leave. Okay. And
Yes. Done.
okay, then Halima, we'll meet in the next class. Bye bye.
Okay, bye.